So let's next then move to Sustainable Otautahi, Colleen Phillip. And again, a written submission has been received and made available. Colleen, thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me. It's wonderful. Good morning, everyone. I plan now to emphasise the points we've added or changed since the new draft, but we don't want this to detract in any way from the things we said in response to the original plan. We are still in an ecological and climate crisis. This has not changed. All the things we asked of Council in that context remain. We cannot allow COVID-19 to derail our work as a city in facing up to that. Hence, infrastructure like cycleways should not be seen through a bean counting lens. They remain a vital piece of work for the city with immense potential for triple bottom line wins. Funding, however, has come under the spotlight even more intensely due to COVID-19. It is leading to a lot of stress in the community or third sector organisations. SOC acknowledges that, but are more deeply concerned about longer term, already embedded issues in regard to funding for our sector. Thank you so much for the $360,000 boost through the Strengthening Communities Fund. It is very much appreciated and needed. However, a one-off boost will not address underlying issues, and I urge councillors to engage with our sector in the upcoming months to discuss this in more depth. Respect and recognition is a vital prerequisite to funding considerations. We are collaborating in a lot of these conversations, and we would really welcome Council to be involved. Moving on to another topic, waste minimisation and recycling. Recycling has been highlighted as an area of deep concern in recent weeks. It is pleasing to read that the Council intend to find long-term solutions for dealing with those recyclable materials that can no longer be shipped off to offshore markets. Could some of the money currently being used to pay for truckloads of material going to landfill be better spent employing more people to audit bins on the truck routes, thus reducing the amount of rubbish that's ending up in our yellow trucks in the first place? I live in Wainoni. This area has recently been highlighted as having a particular problem in this area, and I see it on the ground. 2 lots of my neighbours have been putting out yellow bins full of red rubbish, and I haven't put a yellow bin out for weeks because I'm seeing this and understanding the problem. It's really difficult to deal with it on a face-to-face level, at the community level. It must be handled, I believe, by you as a third party. It's not, at this stage, I think, an educational issue. It needs more enforcement. We need jobs for people in the COVID situation. Could this be a win-win? However, fundamentally, recycling is only a transitional solution. We need to look deeper than that. The problem with lost offshore capacity should be seen as an opportunity to make systemic changes to reduce the amount of single-use plastics that we use in general. When you invest in the circular economy, it costs once and the benefits are forever. Waste disposal, including recyclables, is an ongoing, continual burden. Finally, we note that the annual plan speaks of supporting the development of an intangibles policy in relation to heritage. We fully support this and urge you to fund things like oral histories. SOC is one of the organisations leading an environmental history project involving taking the oral histories of the surviving early leaders of our sector. We have had interest from a number of parts of the City Council, including the Library and Heritage. The benefits for City Council of this work are significant. Telling our stories is important. Christchurch people have a proud history in so many spheres of endeavour, and the Christchurch City Council should be a major partner in collecting, collating and sharing those histories for ourselves and the wider world. Thank you very much.
Thank you. So that has left some time for questions. Jake.
I hope the birds are doing well at the aviary, Colleen, by the way.
Sorry?
I said I hope the birds at the aviary are doing better.
Okay.
But we'll talk about that later. Hey, look, my question is...
I'd say that there's been signs put up, and that's really good that you're communicating with the community on what you're doing with those birds.
Good.
Yeah.
Hey, just on the enforcement and on the rubbish side of things, or the recycling side of things, are you saying you'd like to see some sort of fine? Is that what you mean by enforcement?
No, not a fine. But I know in Aranui, the bins were stickered, you got a positive reinforcement if you'd done the right thing, and you got a warning that you hadn't. That hasn't happened in our street. So the bins are just like, yes, this week, one of those yellow bins blew open, and all this rubbish blew into the drains that I've had to pick up. And I'm seeing no council action on that, and I can't deal with it. I honestly can't deal with it on the ground. I can't talk to my neighbours about that. Yeah.
All right. Thank you very much. Thank you for coming along to speak to your submission this morning, and thanks very much indeed for the work that you're doing. Thank you.
Okay.